Hi, Attorney Steve Vondran, the real estate lawyer, and we're back. We are talking in this video about eminent domain, also known as condemnation, the power of the government to take private property for public use. Without any further ado, let's head to the Attorney Steve Real Estate Whiteboard. Okay, so we're talking in this episode about eminent domain, okay? So eminent domain, the cities and the governments in your state have the power to seize private property for public use as long as they're paying just compensation. And that's where a lot of the big battles come in. What is just compensation? Sometimes the issue will always also be, do you have the power and authority? Are you taking this property for a true public purpose, or are you giving it to a real estate developer so they can develop a big shopping center and make tons of money? Now, some things are obvious when, for example, the government's looking to get a land for a freeway. So they may come and say, well, there's all this land and we're going to put in a freeway. So all the properties in this area, whether it's residential, whether it's commercial, everything within this strip is going to be condemned under the power of eminent domain. And these property owners right here, these people are going to get just compensation. Now, what normally happens is the government's going to come out with what I would call a lowball offer. A lowball offer, meaning they're trying to get a good deal. So if they can just say, hey, you know, your house is worth $200, I'll give you $100,000. Granted, they're going to say that it's based on some sort of appraisal or some sort of information, but it's typically what I would call a lowball offer, okay? So you have to take a look at it. They're going to have their reasons for their figures. You're going to come up with the reasons for your figures. And if you can't get a fair amount, what's known as just compensation, you may need to get an attorney involved, like myself, okay? So if you're a property owner and you have some property and you want to discuss your rights, what fair compensation is, if you need a residential, commercial appraiser, we can help put you in touch with somebody that can help you get a good valuation on your land, if necessary, represent you in court. Because what will happen is if you don't get your case settled, if you can't reach an agreement pre-litigation, then what happens is the government files a complaint against the property owners, the lien holders, the people that have an interest in the property. So the government will actually become the plaintiff in a case. The government will become the plaintiff. The landowner, the property owner, will be the defendant. So it's kind of weird. You end up getting sued as a property owner. It's kind of an interesting situation. But then you have the battle for just compensation. So that's just a basic overview. We're going to have more in-depth videos on this topic. So if you're interested, make sure you subscribe by clicking on that red V for victory. Okay? This is Attorney Steve Vondran. I hope this has been helpful. We look forward to working with you.